Tip-off is upon us. Tomorrow night, UVA-Wise visits Western Carolina in an exhibition game to start the women's basketball season. Joining us, head coach Jamie Cluesman. Coach, your initial impressions on the Catamounts and their first-year head coach?
We're kind of going in blindsided with the new coach. As far as personnel, though, I feel like they have a lot of key pieces returning, especially the SoCon Freshman of the Year, Jewel Smalls. Very, very skilled player, can score in all three areas. Very, very quick and explosive, so we'll definitely have our hands full with her. They returned their starting point guard, who looks to get her teammates involved, is very, very unselfish. So if we don't contain her, she's going to get open looks for her teammates. And then I think Jada Miller sometimes will play point, but more off guard. I think she's very skilled and sometimes overlooked just from reading articles. But, their quickness, their size is going to be something that's going to give us fits, but we'll do everything we can to be ready for them.
I think anytime a Division II school plays a Division I school in any sport, the experience is talked about. What does this experience mean for your kids to get and play a Division I school and open the season like that, kind of as a test run before you get going full bore this weekend?
Yeah, it's a great experience. Going forward, we're going to try to get more of these exhibition games just to give them the experience. Also, our conference tournament is played in a Division I building, so trying to get them in that type of atmosphere hopefully will pay off in the long run if we can just get more games. So they'll be used to the setting, the lighting, all of that good stuff. But here we like to give them the best experience that we can. So if that means taking them to a nice restaurant or playing a Division I school, whatever it is, we try to give back to our student athletes as much as possible.
Down and back on this trip, you're going down day of this weekend. How does that help in terms of preparation, kind of following the same routine you will this weekend for the first regular season game?
Yeah, it'll be a good test run. Moving to the new conference, a lot of our trips will be day trips, so it's going to be an adjustment. In the Mountain East, we're used to driving up the day before, spending a couple nights in a hotel, and then traveling back. So this will be new for all of us, but again, I think our girls will be prepared. They're excited for the season, and we can't make excuses. We can't say that we're not used to driving up the day of, getting off the bus and playing. The game's played the same way, so we've just got to get off the bus and be ready.
Coach, how do you and your staff approach an exhibition? Obviously with the regular season game, you go pretty in depth with scouting the opponent, things like that. How do you all approach the exhibition? Is it more like a regular season game, or is it more working on your team and what you all need to do?
As far as preparation and practice, it's going to be more about us. When it comes to the scout, we treat it as a real game. It's our final run through before we get into our regular season. So, our girls have to be prepared. They have to understand what the scout is, especially with our freshmen coming in. Our returners are used to the scouts that we did last year. It'd be very similar, but I think my coaches and myself, we do a great job with scout. We are very, very in-depth. I think our kids go into games very prepared. They know exactly what the opponents are going to do. They have play calls. Going in tomorrow is going to be a little bit different. It's hard to get play calls off of Division I film, but we'll do the best that we can.
Coach, going into tomorrow, positives you want to see from your team, what would be a successful trip down to Cullowhee for you and your staff and players?
Competing from the tip to the final buzzer. We have to be more consistent throughout the games. We can't have a bad third quarter. Third quarter was bad for us last year. So we're trying to overcome that, and we want to play consistently. I just want them to compete. Don't get discouraged with their quickness and their size, and just go down and play with a chip on their shoulder, because we don't really have anything to lose. It's an exhibition game for us. It's a game for us to improve. But as long as we compete, I'll be happy.
Coach, thank you for your time and good luck.
Thank you.